Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is Debos Nation. For those of you that are new here, welcome. We welcome everybody. So I got two videos for you today, and the first one is going to be LIA, or Long Island Audit. He has a court date coming up on the 29th of September, so that one is going to be critical for him. So let's get into his video now. Enjoy.
Alright guys, so we just went through the metal detector in the courthouse. Let's take a look around. Over here we have surveying GIS.
Hey, can I help you?
Who are you?
I work here. Who are you?
And your name and what capacity do you work here?
May I help you find a place, a department?
I don't know who you are, ma'am.
May I help you find a place, a department?
I guess not,
Let's
because
go out here.
I guess not because you don't. Whoa, what are you grabbing me for? What are you grabbing me for?
Out.
What is wrong with you?
Please leave.
What are you grabbing me for? What is wrong with you? You can't put your hands on people like that. What are you doing? You just committed an assault, ma'am. Who are you, ma'am? Wow, she just grabbed my hand, squeezed my hand, and then tried to rip my camera out of my hand.
You must be the weakest person in the world for her to just grab your elbow to direct you and possibly take your camera away from you, and that you consider that assault? I mean, do you know what assault really is? Do you know what happens to an assault? I've broken up fights and everything, and nobody gets charged. You know, that's not assault, and you all know that. You're just getting people in trouble.
It's insane.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can arrest this woman for assault.
For assault.
Yeah, that's correct.
Why?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
What's your name? I'll give you my information. What's
Yeah, I'll
going
take your
on?
information, and I'll give you my information once you arrest this woman here for
I'm not
assault.
I'm not going to arrest her.
I know
don't
you're
what's
not because
going on.
I know you're not because
What's
she's
going
she's
on?
above the law, right? Ma'am, what's your name? What's your name?
Corporal Pilkington.
Corporal Pilkington.
Yeah. 357.
And your name, sir?
We need the lieutenant front door.
I'll get the lieutenant down here so you can answer questions. What's
Can I get your
going
name,
on?
sir?
Why do you
Johnson.
videotape?
Deputy Johnson?
What exactly is going on? What happened?
That woman assaulted me. She
Okay.
just assaulted me.
I need the whole situation.
Oh, I was recording in publicly accessible areas of the building here, and she asked me if she can help me. And I said, who are you first? I don't know if you can help me. I don't know what department. I said, what's your name? What department do you work for?
Okay.
She said, no, you need to stop. And then she grabs my hand, squeezes it, and tries to rip my phone out of my hand. So she assaulted me and an attempted robbery and trying to take my property from me. So I would like her arrested.
Okay, give me a minute and find out the rest of the story. What's going on?
Yeah, it's all on camera, so
Okay.
camera doesn't
Is
lie.
The purpose you're recording or
Yeah, there is a purpose.
Okay.
I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. Independent. That means I work for myself.
Okay. What information you're trying to gather? I'm trying to understand what you're doing.
Oh, I'm working on a story on the county here.
You serious?
Okay.
Yeah.
This gentleman here.
How you doing, sir?
First of all, that's offense number one. I'm kidding.
is requesting we arrest the female that was down here, I guess a clerk.
Yeah, she just assaulted me and tried to and attempted to deprive me of my property and take my phone from me. She has no right to do that. I have no idea what got into her, what kind of entitlement she thinks she has, that she can just assault somebody in a county courthouse and get away with it on camera.
Okay. You're obviously recording me right now?
Yeah, I'm recording you right now.
I'm gonna refer you down here to the police station. They're responsible for that.
And you are?
Police station.
Yeah, but who are you, sir?
I'm with the sheriff's office.
And can I get your name and title, please?
Right there.
Is
Lieutenant
it
Fellows, go down to the sheriff's.
Lieutenant Fellows?
Lieutenant Fellows.
Thank you,
Go
Lieutenant
down to
Fellows.
the
Okay.
police
And you guys
station.
are with the sheriff's department here?
Correct.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And there's law enforcement over here?
Yes, that's what he sent it to.
Okay, great. Of course, no one wants to do anything. Wow, just walked in the door.
You do know that if you take this to the police, they're laughing at you. And if it does go to court, they want to laugh at you some more. And then when you lose in court, because this does not meet the precedence of assault. You must have never gotten in a fight before. It's time to put your big boy pants on and live this life.
Blackfoot City Police. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
How are you? I'd like to speak to an officer, please.
Okay, I don't have anybody here in the office. What are you going for?
Oh, I was just assaulted in my property. Some woman tried to just steal my phone from me and assaulted me. So I need to speak to an officer, please.
Did it happen here?
Yeah, it just happened right here. I'm trying to speak to the deputies over there, but they referred me to you.
What's your name?
My first name's Sean Paul, Seanpaul.
What's your last name?
Last name is Reyes, Reyes.
Sorry, we got a new computer system.
No problem, ma'am.
Crazy.
It's okay, no problem. Don't worry about it.
We call them.
Thank you, ma'am. Didn't even get to make.
All right, I'll explain these cameras one more time. Nobody's worried about the cameras above. The cameras above aren't going to stand in front of you and ask you stupid questions. The cameras above are not going to post this on the internet for everybody to make money on. They're there for our security. You guys stand in front of people, ask them stupid questions. You don't answer questions, which makes it even more weird and more suspicious. And you guys post them on the internet. And you go out and get people's license plate numbers and VIN numbers and really, really suspicious things. And you know that you're doing suspicious things. You know. Anyway, that's my take on it.
My normal note here that our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it's always an issue when we record them.
But just remember, it's not you getting kicked out because you're recording. It's you getting kicked out for everything that happens around it. You're not getting kicked out for filming. You're getting kicked out for disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct, or whatever you want to call it.
Just can't get over that woman. She squeezed my hand so hard and tried to rip my phone out of my hand. Completely insane. Yeah, hopefully they find it on the cameras here. Let's see if they have cameras where she assaulted me. So that way we could FOIA request them and let the officer know. No cameras anywhere.
Can I give you some help?
With what?
I don't know. You wander around here like you're trying to do something in your video and everything. Just kind of wonder if I can help you.
What could you help me with?
I don't know. I'm asking that question.
Oh, I don't need your help. I would. Are you a law enforcement officer?
I am.
Yeah. So I needed your help before, and you didn't want to help me. That's
I referred you to the
to other law
proper
enforcement
authorities.
officers.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You don't have jurisdiction here.
No.
You don't have jurisdiction in the county that you are sworn in at.
Look, I'm not going to play this with.
Who's playing games? You're the one that didn't
You
want
are.
to. You're the one that didn't want to do your job.
Did you go down to?
I did. I'm waiting for an officer to come here.
Thank you.
And then you come back up to me asking if I can help you. You're the one playing games. I asked you for help. You didn't want to help me. And then you come back up to me and ask me if I need help. That's playing games, sir.
Yeah, it is.
You are. You're playing games. And I don't appreciate it, to be honest with you.
You can report my name?
Yeah, I will.
Good,
I will.
good.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah, good.
I think this is the officer that's going to come talk to you about your report.
Thank you, sir.
We're down at the city desk.
Thank you, sir. How you doing today, sir?
How are you? Can I help you?
Yeah, can I get your name and badge number first, please?
My name's Lieutenant Myler, 603.
Lieutenant Nyler, and you're for the Blackfoot City Police?
Correct.
Okay, just want to make sure you're not a sheriff or anything. I spoke to the sheriffs. They referred me to you. I was taking some pictures and video in the GIS survey area.
Okay.
I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. I'm working on a story here in the...
What story? They always say they're working on a story, but I never hear the story. What's the story?
for the county, and this woman, she didn't identify herself to me. She comes up to me and she says, I assume she works here. She did say she works here. She says, do you need any help with anything? And I said, no, ma'am, I'm okay. Who are you? Because I don't know what department she works for, who she is, how can she help me? So she says, no, can I help you with anything? I'm like, well, I don't know how you could. Can I get your name and your position here? And she says, no, you got to stop, and then, or something to that effect. And then she immediately grabs my hand, squeezes it, and then when I'm trying to pull away from her, she grabs my camera, tries to take it from me, and then I push her hand back, and then she goes and speaks to the deputies, but she just committed a crime.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
And I tried to tell the deputies, like, hey, listen, this woman just assaulted me and tried to steal my phone. Like, she won't. I asked her, what's your name? She won't tell me. Deputies aren't helping me, so I'm asking you, Lieutenant, if you can help me with what's going on here, because that's completely unacceptable. Like, I'm not one to, run to the police for any little.
Well, LIA, I hate to break it to you, but you're kind of running to the police right now over every little thing.
But the entitlement on her for her to think that she can do that. If I did that to her or you or anyone else here, you guys would have me on the ground and I'd be in cuffs. And it's all recorded what she did. So
what do you want?
I want her arrested. I want her arrested for breaking the law. She broke the law.
I can't arrest her off of the Clark decision.
What do you mean? I have video evidence, sir.
Yes, but I have to visibly see her do that.
You have to
Yes.
you have to visibly see her assault me and try and take my things, or she can't be arrested.
Off of misdemeanor charges, that's correct.
What do you mean? I have video evidence.
The Clark decision, which is a Supreme Court decision
In the state of Idaho?
in the Supreme Court of the United States of America, says that any misdemeanor outside the presence of law enforcement cannot be physically arrested. You can
That's
have
not
a-
true.
It
That's
is
not
true.
that is not true. Misdemeanors happen outside the view of law enforcement all the
But we
time,
can't
sir.
physically take them into custody, and that's what you want.
Write
You
her
want me-
write her a ticket. Do whatever you need to do. I don't know what. There's no way you could just get. There's no way the
Not-
Supreme Court says you could
you're
just get away with
misunderstanding
law.
What I'm saying, you want her arrested. When someone says they want him arrested, do you want her physically arrested, or do you? Want
I want her
into
arrest.
court?
I don't know what you need to do to arrest her.
I need you to do a written statement for me.
Yeah.
I need you to provide the evidence that you have out
The
there.
video evidence
Yes.
that shows her assaulting me and trying to attempting to
Yes.
deprive me of my property.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I need. So if you're willing to give me the video evidence and do a written statement, then we can proceed through the process of trying to see if the prosecutor will file charges on her.
So you're telling me without you seeing her assaulting me, even though you're about to see it on camera, you're about to see a video of her assaulting me and trying to take my property.
Idaho Supreme Court.
There is nothing.
I think this is the third time we're going over this one topic.
That you can do to her other than submit a warrant to submit my sworn statement to a prosecutor.
This Clark decision says even domestic batteries, which is a pretty severe crime, correct?
I would agree, yeah.
If it happens outside our presence and there's no serious injuries, we cannot physically arrest someone we have to.
It's ridiculous. It's on video. It's on video. You're seeing it on video.
Let's say at the high school, we have a battery happen at the high school. Someone is assaulted at the high school. It's on camera because they have video cameras at the high school.
You couldn't arrest the
We could
person.
not physically arrest them. We'd have to submit it to the prosecutor for a summons to court.
Wow. Well, whatever process needs to get done, that's the process that I want to take. Because she can't just get away with acting like that.
I'm trying to educate you on the process that the Supreme Court kind of tied our hands quite a bit on arrests.
I just think it. I really believe that if I would have done this to her, and she would have came up to you crying and saying that I did this, you would have arrested me. But
I would not.
LIA is being the biggest Karen of all right now. This big burly guy, he's going up to the police, and I'm sorry, but I got assaulted by this lady over here. They're gonna take one look at this and they're gonna laugh. This isn't going anywhere.
I can only speak for myself and my department that we would not physically arrest you.
yeah, do you have? Is there somebody above you that's here that I could speak to and confirm what you're telling me?
See if the captain or chief are in.
All right, thank you, Lieutenant.
What's your name?
My name's Sean.
Sean?
That's insane. We all know that if I did what she did to me, outside of a presence of a police officer or not, I'd be not only in handcuffs, I'd be on the ground. Insane what public servants and government officials can get away with.
LIA, why don't you come down off your high horse and tell us why these people are servants, why these people are tyrants. Those are words that are so overused, you don't even know what a tyrant is. You don't even know what it's like to be a servant for somebody. These people are not servants, and they're not tyrants. Get that out of your vocabulary. Or go overseas and find out for real what tyranny's like.
I'm not familiar with the Supreme Court case that he's citing. Have to look into that.
Chief, it's just wrapping something up.
All right, no problem.
Do you think you need more than one statement form, 2 statement forms?
No, I think one should be.
Okay.
One
you
should
need
be.
a pen, or you want to take that home, or what?
No, I'm gonna fill it out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna fill it out here.
I've told her name is Danielle Wooten.
Danielle
Wooten?
Wooten?
Wooten, like the street here in Blackfoot. Are you from Blackfoot?
Wooten. No, I'm not from Blackfoot.
Wooton.
Sir, I understand you want to meet with me.
Hi, are you the chief, sir?
I am.
And your name, sir?
Gordon Croft.
Gordon Croft. My name is Sean, sir. I'm an independent journalist. I'm in the county gathering some content for a story. I was in the publicly accessible areas of the building here when a woman approached me and she asked me if she can help me. I said, well, who are you? I don't know who you are, if you can help me or not. She says, I work here. I was like, in what capacity? What's your name? Same way I identify myself to you and you did to me, professionalism. She said, yeah, no, can I help you or not? And I was like, well, no, obviously then you cannot help me, ma'am. And she says, well, you need to stop, or something to that effect. And she grabs my hand.
Stop what?
Recording, I would assume. And she grabs my hand, squeezes my hand. We wrestle over my phone. She takes her other hand to try and grab her phone out of my hand. I put my hand like this to stop it. I've actually pushed her hand out of the way to block her from continue to try and take my phone from me. She brushes past me, goes up to the deputies here at the front of the entrance here, says something to them. I don't know. I didn't chase after her or anything. I wasn't caught up to her. And I told the deputies that I wanted her arrested. She cannot. There's no way she's gonna. I'm not a big, it's not that big of a deal.
Look at him stutter over his words. Oh my goodness.
If she would have apologized or something, or I'm usually like an apology guy, but the animus that she had for me in her face and the audacity that she could just come up to, I wasn't being disrespectful to her. I wasn't, doing anything wrong to her. Just the same way I'm treating with respect, I treat every single person I come in contact with respect. But for her to treat me that way, and her to do that was completely unacceptable. So I told the deputies I wanted to press charges. They referred me here. But your lieutenant is saying that she cannot be arrested because it didn't happen in front of his eyes, even though I have it on video.
It's kind of an interesting thing that police departments in the state of Idaho have been dealing with since 2019.
Okay.
It's
See, I don't know.
Idaho Supreme Court decision called State versus Clark.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
No, never heard of State versus Clark.
Any misdemeanor offense.
I will look it up after this. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's been an interesting struggle for police officers across the state for years. But any misdemeanor offense that does not happen in a police officer's presence, we cannot affect a physical arrest.
That's one thing I wanted to talk about. Like all the civilians that are doing this, they just ramble off. Well, how come the police are just sitting there doing nothing? How come, they don't understand the laws and what police actually do? Like they say, here, carry this handbook around with you. It's a handbook of the Constitution. Well, you know what? The Constitution are your fundamental freedoms. That's what they are. Okay? Those are things that can't be broken. But they also have your municipal laws, which is another big book that you'd have to carry around. There's also the state laws and statutes, and that would be another big book. And then there's the Highway Traffic Act, which is different in every state. So the fact that all these things can intertwine, and then people get mad when an officer doesn't know what the Third Amendment is. Oh, I don't know what the Third Amendment is, but I know all of this. What do you know? Like type of thing. And that's where it starts to bother me a little bit. Is there's a lot of things that police know that you don't know, that has to do with, it doesn't really look good in the public eye, but that's the law. They have to follow the law. They can't just jump on people every time somebody says they assaulted. And in this case here, you have not been assaulted. Grow up.
And what I mean is put them in handcuffs, take them back to jail. Now, there are things you can do around that as far as take the report, submit it to prosecution, summons to get them into court, go the route of a warrant that has to be testified for in front of a judge, at which point in time they can issue an arrest warrant.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that is something that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
So in Idaho, could I? Gotcha.
That
That's
battery.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. But because even if it's on video, it's like you are technically seeing it.
It's true.
Oh, these guys make me laugh. It's like talking to a 12-year-old. Okay, videos only show one thing, what's inside that frame. You're not taking into consideration what's happening on the outside of the frame. Even if you say there's nothing happening outside, he's not there to see that. So that's why they can't just do it the way you want it done. And that's the way the law is written, that a police officer has to see it, because he's also going to see what's going on outside of your camera's view. Which a lot of times, what's going on outside of the camera's view has very important information on what's going on inside the camera's view. So, you could have more people with you or something. And she felt threatened. I don't know. But that's why they need to investigate it.
It's literally true.
You're already technically seeing it.
Unless it happens in our presence, we do have to get a warrant for the arrest.
So would I be able to go to the prosecutor or go to a judge and sign a sworn affidavit for her arrest?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's ultimately going to be up to the court and the judge.
Yeah, it's going to, I understand, I need to.
We would have to jump through the hoops of actually taking a statement.
Yeah, which is what I'm filling out right now.
We'd have to download any video that you have to support that evidence.
Yeah.
Contact the prosecutor's office and see if they have the time to do it.
Yeah.
Which
is the prosecutor's office in this building?
They are.
Okay.
It's just a matter of jumping through a few hoops.
Okay, great. Well, she needs to be held accountable. Like I said, I've had people, Danielle Wooten, I was told her name is.
Was this here at the front door?
This was here by the GIS survey area. Yeah, I was told her name's Danielle Wooten. I'm not really, I have no idea, but.
I believe she's,
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Works for the sheriff's office. But...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I have no idea, but just, the audacity, really, and the entitlement to think that she could just do that to somebody. Like, it really irks me because, I go around the country and I report on government, corruption, what's going on in law enforcement. I'm a big supporter of law enforcement. I've done, I've done trainings. I've led trainings at police departments before, First Amendment trainings, de-escalation. So, I work with police departments in order to bridge the gap between the public and law enforcement, because as it's not that, you're pretty divided from the public at this time. But
wow. Now, if any of us were talking this way, you would call us, you're being the biggest Karen, and we all know how you're getting comfy with that boot, and I can't say it, but you know what you're doing with that boot. Oh my God, I think you're getting kind of cozy with these police officers, or you wanted to be a police officer and couldn't be a police officer, so you're a wannabe that never will be. Oh, well, happens.
For her to do something like that, she has to be held accountable for that, because I would be held, I'm a big believer in accountability. So if I'm held accountable, and that's my major problem, even though I do support law enforcement that, does their job, my major problem is accountability in our government. Because there's too many law enforcement officers out there and too many government officials that, they make the laws and they enforce the laws, but the laws, more times than not, don't apply to them.
Sean, what's going to happen from here is, like I said, fill out your statement. Like anything, please try to stay very neutral in this. Two sides to every story theory.
And then the camera.
We'll talk to her. We'll get your evidence. We'll have your statement, and then we can call a prosecutor.
Okay, I'd like to speak to
ultimately,
one.
it's going to be up to the prosecuting attorney. He's an
I
elected
understand.
official, and he's the one that makes decisions in these matters.
Great.
So.
Well, it's good that he's elected, because he can be held accountable then. Absolutely. If he makes the wrong decisions.
So,
all right, I'll fill this out. Can I actually I'm going to take this other one because I didn't know her name. I put unknown, so I'm going to put, now I know her name. I'm going to fill this out, and if we could just, if I could speak to a prosecutor, and we can, whatever I need to do to hold her accountable. All right. Understood. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much the end of that video. And he just pretty much hands in his forms and then walks out and does a whole lot of talking about himself and all this kind of thing. So we're going to lead into Good Guy Audits. And this is a quick one, so we'll get it over with quick. He doesn't really say a whole hell of a lot. So, all right, enjoy the video.
So we have the Bridge Authority. We just left the town of Catskills. I think this building is closed. Where? Back there, right? Yeah. That's why this gate is here? Who told you that? They said what?
Can I help you?
What's your name?
Gina. What's
Your last name?
What's your name?
I'm David.
Hi, David.
What's your title, Gina?
I'm an STD, which is the security on duty right now.
Oh, okay.
Can I help you with something?
What's the hours of operation for this building?
Well, I'm here till 10 o'clock.
I'm talking about the administration building.
Yeah, that's the security right now. It's the maintenance, the main office.
Yeah, I wanted to do a public records request.
You have to go through the command center.
I can go through you, actually.
I can take your information and
Yeah, anybody that works, let's say you work at this location, right? So if I wanted to do a FOIA request, all I have to do is put it in writing and hand it to you.
Okay.
No, don't like that.
And then I would
So
put
can
it
you?
to the command center.
Yeah, can you take it for me?
Your information, sure.
No, you got to take my request, my FOIA, my records request.
Which is fine. I'll do
Yeah.
that, and I'll take your information with it. Your name,
I'm gonna do it anonymously, which I have the right to do.
Can I let you talk to the right person you need to talk to for that?
Are they here?
I will call and ask the maintenance person on duty.
Maintenance?
Yeah.
When you say maintenance, I'm thinking somebody that sweeps and mops.
You do more than that.
I guess I was trying to.
I'm security and I mop and sweep. And
That's fine. I didn't mean anything by it. I just meant like an administrative person, somebody that works in the office. I feel like you work in the field.
I work in that office.
Yeah.
And I take my.
Oh, so you do a lot. They working you, huh? I appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything you do. I appreciate it.
All right,
So like the way, I just wanted to educate you before we move forward. The way the law works, there's something called the plain view doctrine.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
So whatever we can see from public, this is all public accessible. It's a public area. Whatever I can see from public, I could record, I could paint, I could draw, I can memorize. Because you can't trespass my eyes.
Can't trespass the eyes, but we could trespass the camera. Don't worry, the laws are changing soon.
well, no, but I'm sure they'll allow you to do whatever you want to do. You just have to get prior permission.
I don't need permission. This is a public area. This is like public property. I'm in a public area. Now, if I cross that barrier,
With your camera, you're crossing that barrier. with
whatever
your camera.
whatever I can see from public, right now I'm in public. I'm not in a restricted area.
How about I get someone on the phone that can probably help you?
I just need a FOIA request. I'm trying to educate you on how the law works.
Okay.
So whatever I can see from public, you see how I can see inside your car because I'm in public. You can't trespass my eyes. So whatever I can see from public, I could record.
Well, I don't technically think this is public property.
There's no signs saying no trespassing.
This is not owned by the public.
This is a New York State Bridge Authority.
Right. And the bridge authority
is
in charge of all 5 upstate bridges.
Right.
This as far as I understand. And are you recording me?
Of course.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay. How about I take all your information and I'll get you to the right person.
You can
that
just take
get-
my public records request.
Okay, but it's going to give me your name?
No,
Why can I give you my name and you can't give me your name?
because you work for the public. I don't work for the public. I'm a private citizen.
But you want something from me, and I'm not going to give it to nobody in the air. I'm going to give it to Michael so-and-so.
You're gonna.
If you're going to put a FOIA request in,
The information I want, you can email it to me. So I want the name, title, and salaries of all employees that work at this specific location of the New York State Bridge Authority.
I must break you.
Name, title, and salary.
Yes, of all
Employees.
employees at this location, I'm sure. What's this bridge called?
Rip Van Winkle Bridge.
So all the employees that work at the Rip Van Winkle, New York State
What did he say?
Bridge Authority location.
And who am I giving this to?
You're giving it to the FOIA officer.
Yeah. How do you want me to give it to you?
Who's
By email?
email, Gmail.
Okay, Gmail.
GOOD GUY AUD ITS at gmail.com.
Loser.
And you have access to the office, right? Can you give me a copy of that, please? And you keep the original? And you
Copy
send
of
it to
what?
whoever.
This piece of paper?
My request, yeah. That's an official document right there. So if you have a time or date stamp, if you can go in the office, stamp it,
I
and
can write it and sign my name.
I am the law! I am the law!
yeah, and just give me a copy. You keep the original, and whoever you need to forward that to, just forward it to them, okay? Are you saving those bottles?
I believe we recycle.
Okay, good. I sure would hope so.
Okay. If you can wait here for me,
Yeah, you're gonna give me the copy, right?
I will.
Thank you, Ms. Jean. I appreciate you.
Despite our repeated warnings, he counted on America to be passive. He counted wrong.
Hi, bud. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Can I get your name and title? You work here?
I work here, yes. You
Can
can
you-
get that at headquarters down in the Mid-Hudson Bridge, okay?
I already submitted it, so.
Well, we don't know what to tell you. So you could get your copy at headquarters, okay, bud?
No, I
Have a
need a
good day.
copy, sir.
Excuse me?
I need the copy. I'm submitting it with you guys, and whoever you need to forward it to, that's who you need to forward
Yeah,
it to.
I'm telling you.
Is this
is
the
just
copy or the
bridge.
original?
This is, I don't know what that is. It's yours?
Yeah, I need a copy, and you take the original and submit it whoever you need to. I can.
But you could go to headquarters and.
I
do all
also
that.
can do it through you because you
you
work
can't do it
here.
through me.
Yes, I could. That's the for you law. It's the law. So.
And I'm telling you that.
I'm telling you the
this
way
is
the law.
closed.
I'm telling. Okay.
Okay. And this is closed.
And you work here, so I'm
I
doing
work
it
here.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So take it. All I need is a copy, and whoever you need to forward it to, which is your duty.
No, it's not my duty.
It is.
It's your duty.
It
It's
is.
something that you need.
Listen, if I go to the town hall.
You need to go to the headquarters to get
Listen,
your copy.
listen to me for a second. If I go to the town hall,
Have a good day, bud.
I can submit a FOIA request with the janitor because he works there. And the janitor just forwards it to whoever you need to forward it to. So you're denying me public services. That's what you're saying. I'm telling you I want to do a FOIA request. You need to take this and forward it to whoever you need to forward it
I'm
to.
locked out. You gotta call me in. My keys are upstairs.
What's your name, sir? Your name and title, please?
I didn't give you my name and title.
I'm asking you now because
Oh.
you work for the public. And it's
Okay.
public information.
No, I work for the state of New York.
Exactly. Who funds the state of New York? The people.
I guess they do.
So you're a public servant. I need your name, please.
But actually, this is an authority, so they
doesn't matter. We
they
fund
employ
it.
me, and
We
our money
fund-
stays with us. Did you know that?
No, it doesn't. Can you take this
is a
FOIA
New York
request
State
and forward
Bridge
it?
Authority, right?
Who
That's what I
funds
work
New
for.
York
I work for
State?
New York
Who
State.
funds you guys?
I
The
work
New
for
York
the New York
State.
State Bridge Authority.
That means you're funded by New York State.
Well, did you
That's
know
why
about the
it's-
Port Authority and all that?
Who funds the Port
But-
Authority?
But you know about the Port Authority,
course I do.
the word authority.
Of course I do.
So you know where that money goes.
I need you
No,
to
do you know
forward
where that
this
money
request.
goes?
Where does it go, sir?
But do you know where authority
Where
goes?
does it
Where
go?
that money goes?
Where?
They're making tolls. That money.
Who pays the tolls,
That money
sir?
goes to that authority.
Sir, who pays the tolls?
So
The people, right?
yeah, I pay toll every day.
Exactly.
So I'm one of the people. Hey,
Exactly.
have a good
So
day. I'll
we
see
should-
you. Okay.
So you're denying me public services. You know you just broke the law, right? It's crazy. Miss Gina, do you want to do the right thing? Anyways, we're just gonna get out of here. I don't have time to deal with these people.
Poor little Good Guy Audits does another walk of shame. I love seeing that stuff. All right, that's just going to about do it for today. So please share, like, and subscribe. And if there's anything you'd like to see, just email me the link, and I'll take a look at it and see if it fits within YouTube's guidelines. And so until then, Debos out.